Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So here I want to cover when can we expect Module 28, the next big expansion to Neverwinter. Additionally, I want to give some insights as to what other events will be coming up over the following weeks, so you can be somewhat prepared for them and see what useful things you can actually get from there. Now first of all, I want to cover a new upcoming companion. We are not fully aware where it will come from, but in all likelihood from the next Battle Pass. Captain Elena Sartell. She's got some interesting abilities. The Enduring Craft, a new power allowing you to gain Forte by 5%, and that is just straight up, irrespective of, say, a chance when attacking or a chance when healing, which means it's very reliable and somebody can use that just to boost their stats without having a chance that it's not there. And then the offensive power, a bit of a heal. When receiving combat advantage, you will heal for 3.8% of your maximum hit points and deal that value to enemies within 15 feet. Not affected by incoming healing or outgoing healing. And unfortunately, there's a 10-second cooldown. So that's a bit interesting. Probably directed for tanks to deal a bit of damage along with getting a heal. And I assume that would be like 7.5% of your maximum hit points at Mythic. So it could be a lot of damage when you say have nearly 2 million hit points. That's like 150,000 damage on a tank. That's an absolute ton of threat. So it will have its uses, probably in multi-target content, but yeah, we'll see. With her stats and powers, we can see she's a striker and she's going to have the ability to bolster nearby allies with critical severity for a short duration. Additionally, throwing daggers causing the target to bleed, and granting 5% combat advantage to the summoner and allies within 50 feet. Does not stack. So it's a niche buffer companion. Again, we'll have to see where this companion will come from, but my suspicion is the new Battle Pass. So now I just want to cover Module 28 is just around the corner, and what can you hope to expect from it? I have talked about it in previous videos, so in a nutshell, it's just an expansion to the storyline of Light of Xeraxis, bringing a new campaign, Adventures in Wild Space. We get a bunch of new areas, a new dungeon linked with that on all the difficulties, and it's going to be bringing a ton of new gear, including enchantments, weapons, armor, and a lot of assortment of rings and 2 new artifact sets. You can see further expansion on all that in the collections here with some really cool looking weapons. Not that their effect is all that great, but again, I've covered the majority of this in previous videos and there are some useful bits here and there. But it's still a preview server, still a work in progress, and I hope some things do get updated before going to live. Now all of this will be coming pretty soon, in fact, and my prediction is this day next month, April the 23rd. As we check the calendar, this is when the current Last Chance Battle Pass event ends, April the 23rd, and the new Battle Pass begins. This new Battle Pass being Sidereal Voyages. You will have to do similar activities with previous Battle Pass, so random dungeons, random skirmishes, and milestone specific activity like heroic encounters, a quest, or potentially going into the new Arena of Blood. And they did go and say on stream just recently that this Battle Pass will have something new with regards to repeatable tasks. Again, we won't know more until, I guess, the Battle Pass actually comes out or the devs give us a blog post covering more details. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Now, in terms of other events we can look forward to, well, just next week on Thursday, we'll get the April Fowls event. This is a returning event we get generally every year, allows us to obtain some neat rewards, and this time around, they seem to want to give us some free login rewards, so you'll just log in every day and you'll get these items, including 100 insignia powder. April Fowls itself will allow you to do a bunch of activities, getting the currency, and ultimately a new mount, the Golden Goose. That's right here, a 4-slot mount. So yeah, anybody will be able to pick that up, and it's actually very good for damage dealers, as it's going to have Warlord's Motivation as a preferred slot. The issue with this mount is it's green, and if you want, say, mythic colors, it means you have to upgrade it all the way to mythic to take advantage of the color adjacent to it. Your mount has to be equal to the rarity or higher than the color in order to actually make use of the color. Now this is again something special because the only other mount with Warlord's Motivation and the preferred slot is the Demon Wings. And in most cases you want to use the Demon Wings for Tactician's Precision, as that's a very rare insignia bonus that's also very powerful. But again, at least they're coming out with a new useful mount. Whether you like the visuals on it or not, that's another story, and it's probably going to be pretty easy to obtain. You generally get a new event dungeon with this that you can do. You turn into a chicken, you can play your role as that chicken, and you just fight enemies as that chicken. You can also go jump into PvP, where you fight an enemy team of chickens, and again you can choose of different roles, and it's a whole load of fun there. I just hope this time around they would consider allowing us to max out the PvP campaign through the chicken event, as again it's a character limited campaign, and so you might have lots of characters you want to do this on, getting say the glory and the PvP specific boons if you might want them eventually down the road. They can be useful. You can always jump into PvP with some friends. But that April Fowls will last for 2 weeks up until April 11th. And at that point we will have Stronghold week. So you can look forward to getting ×2 guild marks, ×2 influence, ×2 shards of power if you have the boxes or can get them from quests and things, and also guild mark discounted. So that's the week to do everything Stronghold related with all those guild marks, and you can get lots of profit off that if you make the most of it. And for example, the Siege of Neverwinter, you could have farmed your ass off with it, gotten the vouchers, and now you just have to wait patiently till April the 11th, donate everything, twice as many guild marks, and you spend all those on, say, explorer charts, getting currency to sell to master crafters, or you just go and get your buff food that you might need, overloads, weapons, etc. Now following that, again, we have April the 23rd, the new Battle Pass launching that Tuesday, and that week as well, we also get on the Thursday, the day of the Dungeon Master returning. That's pretty neat. That transitions 2 days later than the Module 28 launch. Something you can do every day. It has a bunch of exclusive little mini dungeons to go with it. Can be a bit of fun, and you just every day do one of them, completing the quest, and get your tokens of participation, your tokens of challenge, and your token of achievement, all of which you can use to get a lot of useful rewards, just like with the Siege of Neverwinter. So already you're getting another achievement token, and each achievement token is worth a coalescent mote, and all the other tokens are worth everything else you can see in the store guy right here. He doesn't disappear. You can always spend that currency there, along with challenge tokens, even getting legendary insignias, and yeah, achievement tokens, coalescent motes, or you save up for Portobello or the Balgor are generally the most useful options there. Additionally, I am hoping to see the Owl Bear belt item returning, potentially in the Wondrous Bazaar, as that has gotten updated to be 1000 magnitude damage hit. And I actually don't have it on any damage dealer, so very hard for me to compare this versus the Dragonfire right now when I don't have that. But that's something I'm looking at doing as soon as I can. But again, I need to get the Owlbear on a damage dealer to properly test that. And then you can see the other events also coming on April the 25th. So ×2 in Descent of Ravenous, ×2 refining stones. You can do your dread ring farming there for the purple enchanting stones if you need them. Get double progress and also get bonus RP and the Wondrous Bazaar discounted and the trade bar discounted. So we could well also be getting the Astral Lockbox then as well. There's a ton of events on April the 25th there, 2 days after Module 28 hits. And then after that, it's just going back to the regular cycle of ×2 to the legacy campaign. So yeah, there's a bunch to look forward to there. Definitely a lot you can take advantage of to get some character progress, earn some currencies, and yeah, ultimately just have a bit of fun, particularly with the April Fowls event. And again, Module 28 will most likely be coming April the 23rd. Once again, a massive thank you to all of these channel members for your added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.